And we're here because we're live at Stern for their big launch
for
Media Day.
King Kong Media Day here live at Stern, and we were able to convince them to live stream our little podcast here.
I know. I'm shocked that they...
Or your little podcast. Sorry.
Yeah, or whatever, yeah. It's my little podcast?
No, it's not little at all.
No, I'm
There's
just
nothing
kidding.
little
I'm
about
getting
this.
all sensitive.
Is this the right channel?
Yeah, so just hit that. And then it should come up. Maybe it's a little delayed. Yeah, maybe it's a little delayed, but it should be. So
I want to let all the people know what's going on.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jason, since you're here, give us a quick.
Here we are. Yep.
Give us a quick thumbs up to make sure our audio sounds good, because we're in a loud place. So hopefully it does. Jason, if you don't mind giving me that thumbs up, that would be great. And I'm wearing my gloves. I'm wearing the gloves, dude.
You are something.
I'm wearing the gloves still.
Well, we played
man.
We played 2 games against each other.
Yeah.
And we're 1-1. So
we are. This is a heated battle right now.
It is something that we gotta.
So Jason says, "Hey, Jamie and Cale."
Hey, Jason, how are you, brother?
So I did want to. I'll set the stage real quick. So,
Please.
So we're here at Stern headquarters. This is the 4th, I think, media day they've done. And the reason why they've been doing these is just to kind of drive awareness to a new title, let content creators come in, podcasters, people have YouTube channels, and the whole purpose is to just drive more awareness of the game and get us playing it, so we can actually intelligently talk about it instead of maybe just speculating on a video.
That's right.
Because you can do that all day long, and then.
There's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you don't get a chance to play it, but the thing is we did. So we got, should I talk a little bit about what we got to experience so far?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So when we got here, we were greeted by, Seth and George Gomez, and we had, who else was in the room? Oh, well, Keith Elwin, the designer of the game. Mm-hmm. They brought us into
Jeremy Packer was there as well.
Yeah, Jeremy Packer.
Kyle Spiteri.
Yep, Kyle was there, and we basically got to go into a room real quick, and they just broke down the whole game for us. Who did the artwork, why they made certain choices. Keith gave a breakdown of how the game plays, and then we took a quick factory tour. And then what was really cool is we got to go sit in that private room back there for 30 minutes and just play it for a full 30 minutes. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna kick it over to you guys and see what was your first impression.
So we got to play the Pro and the Premium.
Yep.
And the Premium is pretty cool. Okay, the gong is awesome. The subway lock of the subway car was really great. But I'll tell you what, on location, this Pro is going to print money.
Oh yeah, 100%. We'll have the Pro first. Might upgrade to the Premium after that thing comes out, but the Pro is going to be on the floor first, because that's after the LEs. That's going to be the next one off the line.
Yeah.
And they're both great games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I think so too. Because it's interesting, because when you get the Pro, there's always this idea that you're getting a stripped down version of the game, but this feels like things were removed from it, but it's not affecting my enjoyment of it. It's pretty good.
It has all the cool shots. And man, the habit trails, these shots where from the little tiny flipper that feeds. Somehow it fed the upper right flipper, and then you hit that helix ramp.
The helix ramp is the coolest shot.
It really is.
It
so
feels
amazing.
so good when you hit it.
Yeah.
So guys, while we're kind of talking through this, feel free to ask questions in the chat. You guys want to come on later?
Sure. We got
all right.
Hey, Travis.
Hey,
Murray.
Travis. What's
Travis
up?
Murray.
Hey, guys.
Polar bear is great.
All right. So I think they're going. Are you guys going now?
Yeah, they're going now into the room.
So they're doing their
Loser
session
Kids
now.
are in there now.
So, and as an operator, this is breaking news. They have revamped the UI.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that.
For the settings, for all of your settings, in the once you open the coin door, those of you get to do that and mess around with coil tests and all that good stuff. Completely new UI, and I put a little sneak preview of it on our Discord, so you guys can go check that out later. Man, I'm excited about that, and I found out they're going to roll that to other games. I'm guessing only Spike 2 games. I didn't get that clarified. but it's going to be released with Kong, and then they have a lot of stuff to do to push that to other games.
Yeah, so there's I don't know if they're calling them like convenience features or something like that. There's a name for it, but we got to see it because they were doing, when we went through the factory tour, they were doing the testing of all the coils and stuff. And the menu's awesome because the one thing that's kind of a bummer if you have a problem at home or you're an operator, you have to go get the manual out to figure out kind of where things are. Well, now if you do a coil test, it's going to show you exactly. It has a little sort of map of the game, and it shows you where it is.
Yeah.
That is amazing for an operator, I think.
This is great.
And for the home user who just has a problem and needs to figure something out, because imagine how much faster that support ticket's going to go when they're like, oh, it's coil 15 or whatever. We'll send you out a new one or whatever it is.
And something very cool. We learned this on the tour. They're gonna, especially for operators, they're gonna have it the way you can have your settings in like captured in a QR code.
Oh.
So you could run around the games like, oh, you want to turn the, I don't know, ball saves off.
Right.
You just scan your QR
That's
code.
actually really cool.
Right.
So for a tournament at the bat, when you've got 120 people and you want to take all your Spike 2s and bring them down in
That's
competition
awesome.
mode, that's
Right.
brilliant, dude.
And that's great for like all of our Stern games have toppers, and sometimes you don't want those special modes on during a tournament.
Right.
So now we'll be able to just like scan a QR code. It'll set everything in tournament mode.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So we have a couple. I don't want to ignore you guys in the chat, so there's a couple questions.
Yeah, what's up?
We got a super chat from Nick Madsen. Thanks for the $5, my friend.
Thank you, Nick.
He said, have they said what the Insider Connected will do in the game other than collect scores?
Great
I
question.
asked the
You asked
question.
it, yeah.
I asked the question. There is going to be some unique things that are going to be Kong specific. Obviously, you're still going to have badges and achievements, but there's going to be some things that are going to be specific to Kong. He didn't go into the deep detail on it, but I thought so. Nick, that was a good question. We asked that similar question. So the other one is, let's see. I'm looking for. What are some of your favorite shots? This is Owen Walsh. He wants to know.
Raking the drop targets.
Oh yeah, that's
Kong.
cool. So what do you call that exactly? The drop targets they have, because they're ones you can bang them out in sequence. What are those called? There's a special name for those kind
Is
of.
it?
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There,
Well, they call them sweepable drop targets,
yeah.
but they're just regular
Yeah.
drop targets. But you can hit, and what's very cool, you can hit those drop targets from that mini flipper also.
Yep.
And you can kind of like trap up,
Yeah.
especially when that little wall pops up. And so that's a very cool shot. Straight up the middle.
The straight up the middle
feed,
shot's
yeah.
fun too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that will feed the ball. If you have the lock lit, it'll feed the ball into the subway car.
Right.
And lock it. That was that.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out how
to turn
to
it
light
on.
that.
I know.
And I think what we needed to do was collect more Kong letters, and then we would light the middle ramp, especially on the Pro because it's virtual locks, and then.
Jamie was intimidating me by standing behind me, trying to make sure I messed up. So I didn't see as much of the game as he did because he was kind of being a little bit of a jerk.
Well, you know what? We're 1-1 today, and we've got a couple more games left in us, so I'm going to finish champions tonight.
So,
I thought the spider was my favorite part. I know that's your favorite part.
No. That's not my favorite part.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, Ralph got trolled a little bit in the media room.
So we're in the media room, and all the creators are in there. So
Yeah.
all the content creators are in there, and Seth.
Davis.
No, it wasn't Seth.
No, it was
Zach Sharp.
Zach Sharp.
So
said
Zach
it.
Sharp's in the end, and he's like, "Yeah, Ralph loves the spider," and I'm like, "Oh." Okay, so now it's public that we're all saying I hate the spider. And by the way, I didn't say I hated the spider, but I will say in person, this is the thing about it, and I was talking to you about it, Jamie. Sometimes when you see a gameplay video and then you see it in person, your impression is completely different.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I feel like the spider looked actually pretty cool in person.
Sure.
But I was kind of critical of it in the, and Kong looked a lot smaller in the video, but he's pretty damn big.
Yeah, he's massive.
He's like a big
And
thing.
it's a very cool thing. Something interesting about the spider, when when everybody saw the video, I was like, how does that thing bounce around like that? So it's not an actual mech. The magnet that's under the spider, pulses, and that brings the spider down. That moves it.
I didn't know
So,
that.
so the
Okay.
spider is just hanging on a piece of spring steel.
So you're saying the power of the magnet is what, like the pulsing of the magnet?
Correct.
Okay, that's pretty badass.
Yep.
Okay, all right, fine. The spider's great. So Rachel's in here, and she said,
Oh.
I'm building a little weird spider for our pro.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
We were talking about that. People are going to mod
Yeah.
the hell out of the Pro,
Yeah.
right? Don't you think?
Oh, for sure. For sure. And Keith even said that.
Yeah,
he
he
said
did.
you're gonna definitely see mods for this.
Yeah, oh, for
Yeah.
sure. So Minnesota Retro Gamer said there was a question about continuing progress or not in the game, like in D&D. So I kind of asked that question, but it didn't. I don't know if it was clear that they're planning on doing that or not yet.
And I don't feel like
But it's not a game that you needed, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, I don't think this game is
No.
a game that would make sense for. I think D&D being more of this progression-based game, and it's trying to be more like that made sense in that game. But let's see.
By the way, this setup is fantastic that you put together.
It's pretty cool, right?
It's really, really cool. What is this box called?
We have no computer. This is just called a YOLO box, and
It's
I can see your
fantastic.
chat. I can, we can interact with you guys. So if there's any other questions, let us know. But I like that idea of or that question on the what's your favorite shot, because I think you said a couple of them. The helix shot is really cool, but is it the helix shot that you get from that right flipper? Because I think so, right? You hit it.
I think-
Yeah.
yeah,
When
yes.
you do it, it's just like super satisfying
Yeah,
when you hit it. It's
is
so fun.
It's butter.
It's
Right,
so
right.
smooth, so
Yeah.
smooth. And the other thing that's cool about it is it's just you get that shot on every model. There's not like you're not losing any of the
Right.
shots.
The Pro has the
Yeah,
same
the
shots.
same shots.
Same
So-
shots. I mean, the main difference when you shoot, of course, the ball, you get a physical ball lock.
That's
in
right.
the premium, but you don't have the gong in the Pro, and the gong in the premium can be a dangerous shot.
Yeah, because it can come
Yeah,
right
for
back
sure.
at you.
Right. And one thing Keith was saying in the Pro model, you're not just shooting that gong shot over and over again. To qualify it, you have to shoot other lit shots around
Right.
the play field, unlike the premium.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to get the gong to pass through, you hit it twice. Where on the Pro you just hit a bunch of shots and then you pass through the gong, the plastic
Right.
that's there.
And some people might not even know how the gong works. You to qualify the gong, I think you have to the pass through. You have to hit it twice.
Right. Yep.
And then it allows you to slide through it. But before that's qualified, it just rejects.
Yeah, it just
it's kind
bounces
of it's
back
an
at you.
exciting and dangerous shot.
Yeah.
We were finding it on the right flipper, and it's there.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can,
you can
you
backhand it.
backhand
You can
that
backhand
shot.
it.
Yeah, you can backhand that. But that gong thing, what's funny is everyone was like ripping on the gong. When the trailer came out, the teaser trailer, it just showed the gong, and people were like, "Oh my gosh!" And it was obvious that wasn't the major mech in the game. But it's fun to shoot that thing.
Yeah.
It's actually really a cool shot.
And it's a
So-
beautiful sculpt.
Yeah, no, it looks
very
really
cool.
great.
Yeah.
So we did have a question that said, is it, this is like a loaded one. Johnny Knuckles said, is it going to dethrone Godzilla?
I think it's going to sit next to Godzilla.
Yeah.
This game, I mean, after playing it, I mean, it might
It's
be it might be
freaking
Keith's
fun.
best game.
I don't know if I'm ready to say it's ready to dethrone Godzilla yet, but it's pretty darn
It's
awesome.
pretty darn
Yeah,
awesome.
I've only got
Yeah.
3 plays on it, so I want some more.
I feel bad for anybody else trying to release a machine right now. It's that good.
I would say this. The code is it's early, but very well progressed for its time frame. I feel like when you come and play a game and it has as much as it has already in it, then
Yeah.
I'd say it's further along than I think some of the other games we've seen in recent times.
No question.
Feels like it.
But when they add the stuff, Keith's like, there's a lot more going into it. I think at that point, it'd be hard to say, is it going to dethrone Godzilla till it's fully complete? But it's definitely really fun, and I can see it being real close to Godzilla as far
For
as like
sure.
enjoyment and people really liking it. So sorry, Johnny, I wouldn't give you a full answer, but I do feel like we need a little bit more time. Someone said, is Stern going to be at Southern Fried Gaming Expo this year? If we have someone from Stern, I can ask them. I'm not.
Well,
they usually do.
If
Marco
it's,
goes,
If it's
right?
not Stern, Marco will do a booth.
Oh,
Okay.
you know who else
there
does
will
that?
be.
Classic Game Rooms does a booth there too sometimes, and they'll have Sterns.
Yeah,
so
they'll-
Marco or Classic.
Yeah, they'll have games there. But also, let's talk about the animations in
Yeah,
the
they're good.
display. Man, top notch. Very,
animations are
very
really
cool
good.
looking stuff.
And I got a little bit schooled by George Gomez. Not schooled. He was trying to correct me on something,
Right.
and I'm glad he did. So I had said on a podcast that I felt like, the Spike 2 system's been out for a long time, so it's probably getting along in the tooth. And he's like, look, I'm not saying that it's not an older platform. It's been around for a while, but when he was talking there, he's like, look, we've optimized the crap out of this thing now. We really know how to exploit all the power that it has, but a lot of these animations, they're not being rendered by the CPU on the fly, so they're not that intensive on the processor.
Right.
They're just spending more time doing these rendered animations. So that really isn't the limiting factor. There's other things within the Spike 2 system that probably have they're reaching its ends, but it's not processor. They're like, and he said, like, look, in Spike 3, obviously we're going to have more processor and everything like that, but it's not like right now they're running up against some kind of limit.
He did say they had pushed Spike 2 to the limit, right?
Did he say that, though?
Kind of. Didn't he say that he pushed
No,
Spike
I thought
2?
he was trying to tell me, like, look, we are pushing it, but we still have a little bit of runway,
I felt
think.
like he was saying that.
Did he? I don't know. Did I misunderstand him? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a great. Either way, it's a
down.
great game and it's working.
That's when I sat down.
Yeah. It's awesome. It works great. The animations are amazing, and if you look at like Metallica Remastered, Dungeons and Dragons, and this, they're like stepping up the game on the animations, and they look really cool.
Right.
So there's a couple of super chats here I missed. New Mexico, or sorry, not New Mexico. Minnesota Retro Gamer says, does the center post get used a lot?
We used it a little bit.
We're trying to bump it off.
Yeah, I feel like we're
but
early.
We're early. We weren't bumping it enough.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I watched you.
Watched
Jamie was trusting the post. He was full. His trust was full in it.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. So I think I got to bump it up a little more.
So something interesting about the post, of course, this is Keith's first game with the center post.
Right.
And he put it in there. Usually Stern doesn't do them. But since Jack was able to do it in X-Men, Keith was like, "Screw it! I'm just going to throw it in this one too," and it made the production line.
Yeah, I liked having the center post. It's so far. I don't feel like I got a chance to use it as much yet. But all right, is that the go-to trash can live stream setup? No. So thank you for the super chat. He's making reference to one time I did a live stream with a laptop on top of a trash can because I didn't have anywhere to do it. But it worked.
You got to do it.
So. Frank Mack coming in. Frank, you didn't say anything other than King Kong, but a $20 super chat.
Thank you so much. Do I get some of that?
You'll get a cut.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Because I feel that has to do with me.
I do. He's like Cale rocks. So good enough answer for me. Yeah, Johnny. It's too early to say whether it dethrones Kong. All right. Live podcasting at the event. You guys are genius.
Love Combo Chuck.
Combo Chuck, it was one of those things where like we not want to share it while it's fresh. Like we just got to play it.
Played it. Let's tell people about it.
Yeah. So I guess I want to ask you guys a question because there was all this, even though it's not about gameplay, but there was all this like, oh, I don't like the artwork, and artwork is subjective anyway. Some people like things, some people don't. But I felt like this is another one of those things where seeing it in person, it looks good. I personally like the artwork. And the LE backglass that they showed us is freaking money.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, the
Absolutely
LE backglass
beautiful.
is so pretty. Well, it's not even funny.
The same thing happened when Godzilla was released, right? The green's wrong, everything's wrong,
right?
And now everybody just shut up and they love the game, you know. And I think once people actually see this thing in person,
it changes.
It really changes. And Jeremy Packer, Zombie Eddie, he got into the art a little bit, talked about it.
But he wasn't definitely a lead. He was more of a like a third person kind of overseeing the project.
Yeah, PM.
Right. And the other guys did most of the play field work, and he even said the whole color scheme they came up with before he was even involved.
And that was kind of inspired by Kevin O'Connell's original idea. Around
Kevin
it,
O'Connor,
right?
yeah.
O'Connor, sorry.
Yep.
Combo Chuck, thanks for the super chat, buddy. But all right, can't wait for the earnings report when we have Godzilla. Oh, this is Rachel coming in.
Oh, Rachel.
Can't wait for the earnings report when we have Godzilla, D&D, and Kong all on the floor. That will be a really exciting earnings report.
That'll be amazing.
Because D&D right now is killing it for you guys,
That's
too,
right? And we'll have to put Godzilla right next to Kong, right?
Yeah.
Well, yes, you have to.
Maybe you guys need to move Godzilla back into, because I know you have it over there. What if you move it back into the main area with King Kong next to it?
We're gonna do it.
I think you got to do it, Rachel. We're all excited to hear that. And I actually, speaking of that, just a little plug on the Electric Bat podcast. I think a lot of people really enjoy that you guys talk about the earnings report. Because it is a little reflective. You guys have a player base of really passionate pinball players, but it kind of is reflective of what people enjoy playing.
Oh, for sure.
For
sure.
I love the earnings report. John Spates operates at a Eureka Heights. He'll come in my back porch, and we do his earnings report.
Very cool.
Just between me and him, being clowns.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, and he does it just like you. We try to emulate you. It's the best. Favorite part of the podcast.
Well, it's so important because that people speaking with their money, you can't beat that.
No, right. And honestly, like
there's no opinions. Quarters hitting the quarters hitting the box.
And I think you guys see it, right? A new game, you guys see it like, it's interesting. You and I were talking about this. New game hits the floor. Almost doesn't matter who it's from. You have an initial spike because there's the curiosity factor.
Right.
And then where the rubber meets the road is like, does it have longevity?
Yep. After 6 months,
So, like,
after a
does
year.
it keep coming
legs.
back,
Yep.
you know? And I think you guys have, there's games obviously that continue to be on that list.
Stern is the absolute king of the long tail when it comes to pinball
The earnings. Yeah. So if you're hearing that, Minnesota retro gamer always asks a lot of questions on your guys'
he's
podcast.
great.
He is sort of an operator, but he's small right now. But he wants to be. So he really appreciates
that.
that.
I love his enthusiasm.
Did you guys want the black and white, like, old Kong? So initially, I did want
Getting a
that.
little controversial with the
No.
I'm just
What
kidding.
I'm saying is, initially, when
But
I
you
was
wanted,
thinking
you wanted
about
that
it,
Great Gatsby feel.
I initially,
Oh, you did?
Before the trailer came out, before anything came out, before right when we got the invite, in my mind, as I'm sitting at home picturing what Kong is going to look like.
Right.
As a New Yorker, I have a love for the Empire State Building and that he's going to climb this and it's going to be dark and black and whites and that. And then when I saw this, at first I was like, oh, I'm a little bummed. Tiny bit.
Yeah.
A little bummed.
Yeah.
Then when I came and played it, forget it.
Yeah.
I just totally had
it's
forgotten
great.
about
I
this
know.
black and
It's
white
so-
idea
And
that was stuck
and they
in my
actually,
head.
They got into the feel of the game, the art, the color, because since this is their own IP now, you're going to see merchandise, you're going to see apparel,
Yep.
and you're going to see toys.
Right,
I know,
because
that was
it's
kinda
their
interesting.
license.
Right.
And so they can do these great things.
Absolutely.
They should sell the hell out of that big Kong that we went through the tour and we got to see
Yeah.
them making the mech.
It's
and,
it's so much
so much
larger.
bigger.
I know. It's so weird how much larger it is.
For real.
So flipping out, thanks, Zach. He said, love the
Yeah,
setup,
Zach,
Ralph.
hanging
Hey,
out.
Cale
What's
and
up?
Jamie.
Hey, Zach, how
Thanks
are you,
for
brother?
being here, Zach. Appreciate you, man. All right, the other thing I want to mention is Keith and the whole team, like, they went deep on the research for this game.
Yeah.
And they did talk about that on the Loser Kid podcast. If you guys haven't gone to see that, go check it out. But he reiterated that in here. He's like, look, we went through all the books. We went through all the movies. We just wanted to see, like, let us understand the whole world of Kong before we get into this. And then they said, all right, now we have a good baseline. Now, here's the hard part. What does Kong look like to Stern Pinball? Because we can do whatever we want with it, which I think is cool. And I think they did a good
Right.
job. The Kong figure itself and the animations look like how I would envision Kong looking. It's cool.
Right.
It's cool. The other thing, too, that was kind of interesting that they talked about, and I didn't see it happen yet in the game. Your place is so busy that I don't know if you'll ever hear it, but Kong in attract mode is going to, like, knock on the glass. Like, he'll get angry every now and then.
Yeah.
It's just like, so he'll just get angry and start, like, banging on the glass.
Yep.
in
Give
the
me your
track.
money.
I think that's kind of a clever,
I think
cool.
that's super cool. And then they also said that the animations on the screen Kong can mimic those animations. So when Kong
Right.
is raising his hands in the animations, he's going to raise his hands on the game. He's going to
sure.
do everything there. I thought that was wicked cool
Yeah,
as
very
well.
cool.
I'm going to
very
need
cool.
your guys' memory because they did say this, and I don't remember it. He said, obviously, there was 3 people on the art team. Who did what? Can you tell?
So I think it's Greg Ferris, of course, Zombie Eddie, and then Kevin O'Connor.
Yep.
And Kevin O'Connor and Greg, I think, were mostly the playfield
That's
layout. Zombie came in after they had already kind of set it up and, like, tweaked some stuff, so they all kind of worked on it. And then Zombie Yeti was mostly just translite, back glass, and cabinet.
Yep. Yeah, so but they did a great job. I mean, it's cool that it was more of a collaborative effort. And it was funny because Jeremy was like, when he came in the room, Zombie Yeti, for those of you who don't know, that's his, his real name's Jeremy Packer. But he came in, he was kind of joking a little bit. He's like, look, I really didn't do as much as everyone thinks I did on this
Yeah,
game.
he did.
I didn't go and, like, do the whole art package. And so it was just funny. He was just joking around. He was having some fun with everybody. But
I'd never met him before.
he's a
Oh,
very
really?
well-spoken
Yeah,
guy.
I never met him. What
Yeah.
a nice dude.
Nice guy, super well-spoken, yeah.
I think I was his first super fan in pinball because I met him. I was working the booth at Midwest Gaming Classic.
Okay.
Back when it was in the tiny hotel, and he did the artwork on Ghostbusters, right? And so when he showed up, I was already a fan of his artwork before he got into pinball, like in the entertainment industry and music. So when he showed up, I was like, I couldn't talk, and I was like, my hand was probably sweating. And he's probably like, who is this kid that knows who I am already?
Right. Were you at Marco at the time?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I was
awesome.
so excited. I was like, Zombie Yeti. And I think I was his first super fan in pinball. He was like really caught off guard that somebody like really knew who he was and was familiar with his work. Yeah.
It is so cool in this industry, though, that, and I don't think it was always like this, but I think it's cool in this industry that the people that design it get celebrated so much and that we all know their names. They're not like hidden people in the back and just like someone presents the game. It's just, I don't know, I think that's really cool that they get celebrated and they get the proper, accolades. So Stringer Films, $2 super chat. Thanks, buddy. He said, black and white Kong releases in 2 years. Ralph will trade. These guys all know me too much.
Wow.
They know I would.
Well,
I will.
Well, you have to find out when is the anniversary.
Oh, that's
good
true.
Good point.
Yeah, look it up, chat.
All right, so hey, Dirty Pool Pinball. You told me about him.
Yes.
He's an up and comer
Yeah,
guy.
dude,
So go check him out.
We chat all the time. I love him. He's a great
so I
dude.
didn't know about him. I think Cale told me, but he said so stoked for Kong after being lukewarm. I'm all in. Yeah, it's definitely. I'd say that there's no reason to be lukewarm, and when you play it, you're going to be pretty excited.
There's nothing lukewarm about this game.
No, it's fun as hell. So quarter drop. Co, how you doing, buddy? He said, love the content. $10 super chat. Appreciate that, my friend.
Co is the best.
Someone saying I have the LE. All right, the art looks great. Love the color scheme. See, Mike will be the game genie. He likes the color scheme. All right, let's see what else we have. People complained about the art initially on Godzilla, but it sits as #1 still. I mean, they did. So there doesn't look like there's much going on left in the chat.
1932. That's why they have 932 LEs, right?
That is, that's true. Because that's when they wrote the book, right? I think.
Yeah.
The movie was 1933,
right?
And they went with 32 because that's when the book, I think. Hey, Pinball Degenerates, how you doing, buddy? King Kong was released in 1933, but I think the book was a year before that or something. So where do we go from here? We've talked about...
So 2033.
We're
getting the black and white Kong.
Yeah, apparently.
Right?
Apparently.
It's a long time, man.
The 100-year anniversary.
No, it's a long. They'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Do it before that. But what else, guys? So we talked about artwork. I think obviously I wish we could play it. Well, we will play it after this more. But I feel like we got a good feel for it overall.
Oh yeah, I think that when you flip a brand new Stern, the shots are easy to find. They're easier to find in a Stern, and God bless him for that.
Yeah.
And Keith Elwin. And once you get the flow, he really is unbelievable.
But don't you think there's a lot to be said about what you just said, right? So a game needs to be difficult enough that someone like an expert player can still have fun with it and feel challenged.
For sure.
But for a new player to come up and feel like, hey, I'm hitting some shots, it feels good to them, that makes it more approachable to a new player. If a game is really difficult to find the shots initially, I think you lose that player.
Oh yeah.
Right? I think they just 100%. Don't come back.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I see that at the arcade. There are some games that are harder that are in the arcade, and I see people they put some money into it and they immediately lose their ball. They lose interest in it.
But I'm not even I'm not even really saying like that a hard game is bad, but it's like you can have a hard challenging game that's still easy to initially pick up.
Yeah.
And I think that's 100%. What Stern does really well. Hey, we got Dwight Sullivan over there. He's over here.
One thing, and you brought this up, and I'm glad you asked because I was wondering about it. I don't know how many people in the chat have actually lifted the playfield on a Stern, and I guess they started it with D&D with the red PCBs.
Yeah, so that was a throwback to like Bally Williams era or something, I guess.
But George said that wasn't like a planned thing. Somebody just...
Yeah, no, it wasn't planned. It was like...
In the CAD drawing or whatever it is, the blueprints, somebody just had red as the color for it, and so, the manufacturer went with red.
The manufacturer went with red.
So it has nothing to do with Spike 3 or anything. It's just a thing. They didn't even think about it. It's
and I'm sitting here trying to be like Mr. Inspector Gadget, and I'm like, hey guys, so does the red PCBs a hint of Spike 3? And he's like, no, actually, it was just kind of.
I had literally no idea what you're talking about. That's I think when I sat down.
He said. Jamie was like, I don't know what this guy's asking, but
I don't know what he's asking. I'm going to sit down in the conference
Let's see who else is in here. Carrie Hardy said, just now tuning in. What did I miss? They claiming I'm right about it beating Godzilla. Yet. All right, so Kerry Hardy made the statement that he thinks it's going to beat Godzilla.
And that has my vote.
And Cale is with you on that. I think Jamie and I are in the camp of we need it to soak a little bit longer,
I need a soak. I need some more time on it.
But we do think it can sit right beside Godzilla in a very high, high up there.
And print money on location.
Yeah.
And at your home, you're going to fall in love with it. We barely got through modes, right? I mean, I think you did pterodactyl mode, and then there was a
we started one of the spider multi-balls. We started Kong. You started Kong multi-ball.
I did that.
He did that.
I did it on the Pro. I didn't do it.
I
in
started,
the
but where it mattered, I did two different multi-balls.
It all
in
matters.
one ball. It's fun. This is the new king. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is it. This is going to out-earn everything.
Yeah.
Mark my word.
I think it probably will.
I don't know. Time will tell. I'm gonna hold on and just say it's not Godzilla yet until the code is complete.
I'm with you on that. I'm not ready to say that it's dethroning Godzilla, but I do think that it is a really fun game and it's earlier code.
Yeah.
So just imagine with 5 more months of code development, what's it going to be like?
Did the code feel early to you?
No,
that's the thing. It doesn't.
Isn't that unbelievable?
It does not feel early.
It's great.
That's pretty BA.
Yep.
Right?
You can say badass on here, dude. It's not like we're on PG over here. You can say badass.
Yeah, you can
Swear
say-
a little
you
bit.
can say
God
All right.
damn it.
It is totally badass,
Yeah.
and that it does not feel like a brand new release machine. You know?
It doesn't. I did not get that vibe at all,
I didn't.
which is cool. So Pinball Degenerate said, all the best games are easy to learn and difficult to master. They should reward the first quarter and the 100th.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, man. Pinball Degenerates,
Well
100%.
Is that Joe?
Quoted.
Yeah, that's Joe.
Ah, that's my boy.
You know, Joe, you just interviewed him.
I love Joe.
I listened to that thing.
Did you like it?
Remember, I was messaging you.
I know.
I was like, this is great. I kept having to pause it and go, this is great. This is a great episode.
You said it was great because there was more Joe, less Jamie. That's what you
but,
said.
Oh, wow.
but he
That's
what you
mentioned,
texted,
he
man.
mentioned me. That's what got me fired up.
Cale's barely listening. He's working at the bat, and then they mentioned his name, and he goes, "Oh,
This is the best podcast ever.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, my God.
so Quarter Drop was saying, did you get a chance to play the Pro?
yeah." We started on the Pro.
Yeah,
Me
we-
and you started on the Pro.
Yeah, and I felt like here's the thing with pros. Everyone has opinions that pros seem stripped and stuff. I mean, yeah, sure, you're not getting the sculpts and everything, and then you're not getting the gong, and you're not getting the animatronic Kong, but
And the spider.
and the spider. But honestly, it shoots really fun. It's
it's
very
all,
fun
It's all
to
the
shoot.
same shots.
Yeah, it's all the shots
Yeah.
are the same. So honestly, I think it was really good.
What did Keith say about this Pro? He said this was his favorite Pro, didn't he? I mean, in the room.
I can't remember. I don't want to misquote Keith, but I can't remember.
Wait, what was the what was
I
it?
felt like he said this is my favorite. This was one of my favorite Pros that I've built.
He kind of did. I mean,
Yeah.
he kind of did. He kind of said
there
he
was
thought.
there was that vibe.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if he
I'm
said
putting
this.
words in his mouth. I don't care.
Well, most
I'm not
importantly,
He
affiliated
also
with
said
anything
you were
anymore.
He also said, "Who is that extremely handsome man in the New York?" hat?"
Down.
yes.
And I was like, "Oh," and he was like, "And why is he sitting down
Why
and everyone else
is standing in this room, right? And I was just like, I'm not standing here
The
anymore.
presentation got to 30 minutes, and Jamie's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna sit down, man. How much longer? You think this is gonna be another 30 minutes? Because my back is killing me."
I did some stretches. Don't you think it is? It's very strange to me.
Where are you going with this?
All right, here's where I'm going to go with it, ladies and gentlemen. These media days are strange only because everyone is rushing with their phones to get content.
Oh my
right?
gosh, yes, it's crazy.
Okay.
This wire's bugging me. Sorry, I gotta move.
So they're dying to get the content. They're hurrying up, and we're just like, I just wanted to be in the moment today. Like I woke up with Cale and I are rooming together, and we're like pumped. And then you're texting me early in this morning. We just wanted to come here and play it and hang out, and then do this.
yeah, exactly. And
Because this is so damn fun, dude.
And I
Right,
do
right.
think that obviously we're not going to come away with basically any content other than our podcast and our thoughts and experiences. But we recorded a little bit, but I feel like when we went to the room, we're like, hey, we only have 30 minutes in here.
Let's
we're
play
going
it.
to play the heck out of the game. I'm not going to sit there, and we did stream while we were playing, but we were passing the camera around.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could. If we had set up equipment in there to properly stream it, we would have been in there for 25 minutes with 5 minutes of gameplay.
Right,
And
right.
then we would have nothing to talk about. Our
Oh,
camera
your
light
light
just
died.
camera light just died.
I don't
That's
mind
cool.
it. It's fine. That was blinding the hell out of me anyway.
All right, well.
It was pissing me off.
Yeah,
the
you didn't
camera
like the
light.
camera
No,
light.
I didn't like
hey,
it at
you know
all.
what? It's doing pretty good. Everything's running on a battery too, by the way.
Wow,
so
everything.
This whole setup is running on a battery
Amazing.
right now.
Man, I love.
What's
So-
this Jamie
modern-
with a beard here? Hold on.
Wait, what?
Somebody said Jamie has a beard. All it's missing here is Jamie with a beard. Get it done,
Look at
Jamie.
this.
I have a good beard.
Wait, what is? Are they talking trash about your? You have?
No, that's Carrie's. Just
it's
noticing
just
your.
it's just a white beard.
It's just white. It's translucent
By the way,
when I'm 52.
do you think
Yeah.
Jeremy would care if we said what he said in the thing? It's just a really funny moment. Do you remember what he said about the? Can I say it?
Oh, that he was dyeing his own. That he was the only
All
one
right,
dyeing
so,
his beard.
so this is really funny. So Zombie Yeti's in the room, and he's like kind of joking around, making some jokes. He's like, "Yeah, and hair, beard. I don't even know how he brought it up, what context he was." And he's like, and then I discovered, that I could color my beard. And I think he was thinking, like, I'm with a bunch of older guys. They're all going to chime in. Everyone left him hanging. Not
Yeah,
one.
not
No
one.
one saved him.
No.
Not one person. No one was like, hey, man, I do
I
it.
wasn't
No,
even.
Eric has
I wasn't
saved
paying
him.
attention really.
Because all of us have a lot of salt in our
Yeah.
beard.
I have dyed my beard a couple times. No, not now. It's natural now, but I have dyed my beard.
I
Oh,
have.
nice.
I have.
I did. I dyed mine purple one time.
Yeah, it turns purple.
not-
Do you ever
No,
do
no,
that
I
beard
didn't.
wash?
No, I used
Wait,
purple
what?
dye.
What's the beard wash?
You use purple. Anyway.
Yeah, I used purple dye.
All right, we need to.
All right, the Joker's over here, but the
Well,
purple.
so what did Rachel say?
All right, hold on. Rachel said something. So Carrie was saying Jamie has no beard or something. He does have a beard.
I have a beard. It's
All
pretty funny.
right, so Rachel says, I think Godzilla, D&D, and Kong are going to sit at the top 5 for the next 18 months.
And there you have it. And
Wow.
she's an expert in
And
this.
if anyone's going to... She is in analytics. Does she have,
Yeah.
some math? Does she have a math background? Like, she good at math?
Oh, yeah,
'Cause I feel
big
like she's
time.
like, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super duper math person.
Yeah, like Rachel could play the role of... What's that movie where the woman comes in and she's like a brainiac? She's like a mathematical
NASA
wizard.
movie?
You talking about the baseball movie?
No. Oh, that's Moneyball. but no,
Moneyball.
I don't know. But anyways, that's
She's
a compliment,
Moneyball,
Rachel.
yeah.
You're very, very good with the numbers. It's good.
What did that say? I saw my
He
name.
saw his
I'm sorry. I
name.
saw my
Oh,
name.
hold on. We
Cale
can
and
only.
Ralph.
I have an algorithm where it only pulls up chats that have
Angry
Cale.
alpaca.
All right. Angry Alpaca says Jamie, Cale, and Ralph. The three most. Oh, wait. This
Three
is
most
we really
handsome.
the three most handsome nerds all together.
Isn't that
That is a
that's,
compliment.
Albie, right?
Is it?
Yeah, that's Orbital Albert.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Albert.
Yeah, let's
Albert,
go.
woo. Hey, Albert,
love
hold on.
that dude.
We're gonna don you for a second.
Oh, can I just do that anytime?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Where is Don? Is Don back there?
All right. Hey, we got a compliment from Co. He said that's because I think it was because in reference to us talking about the game, but he said that's because you're all true enthusiasts and not just content creators. I mean, I'd like to think we
Yeah.
all play quite a bit.
Right.
So,
I whipped their ass.
all right.
If you guys are
after he
wondering.
warmed
He
up,
won-
after he
he
warmed
warmed
up, he
up.
did.
Yeah.
After he warmed up, he kind
He
of
put
did.
up like 150.
All right. Do y'all feel Kong's movements affected your experience on anything? He seems to move randomly, but I'm sure there's more to it. I didn't feel like him moving was impacting anything.
No, I didn't
No.
even notice it.
No. I mean,
No.
honestly, it's in the back right. So
Like
if
I
you're-
think when you're watching somebody play, that's when you're like,
You're
look
looking
how
at it
cool
more.
that is.
You're right.
But when you're playing the game, you're thinking about the shots. You're thinking about how cool it is. The colors are awesome. You're not distracted by the gorilla.
No, I don't think so. We got really excited though when he smacked over. So at first on ball 3 lock, he stomps on or he hits it with his hand first.
Yeah, he
it.
blocks it.
Yeah, then he goes through and then he smashes the subway
Right.
car and
Yeah.
then I don't know, that was cool as hell.
Very
we were like,
cool.
oh my gosh.
Very
Like it was
cool.
a cool moment.
That is a really cool feature on the Premium and the LE that you're going to miss on the Pro is the animatronic Kong.
But I feel like this falls into the same category as D&D though, where I'm okay, even though D&D the dragon does move on both. I'm okay with the non-fully, and I think you'll miss it for sure. But if your budget doesn't allow you, I think you'll still
then
have an
it-
awesome experience.
Absolutely.
You know. Hold
You
on,
know-
Cale, you dyed that beautiful chest hair purple.
I
Chest
didn't.
hair?
It may have dripped down,
Unbelievable.
and then
It's not chest.
and
You didn't
then
dye your
got it.
chest hair though. What the
you
hell's
know,
going on here?
I think
George
here's
Gomez is coming. I don't know-
Gomez
I don't
is
know if
looking
he's
at. He
coming,
might,
he's
he might
coming,
tell us
he's
to shut
coming.
it
He's coming,
down.
guys.
Yeah.
He's telling us to shut it down.
Professional setup.
Look at
Ladies
like
and
this?
We got the
gentlemen,
man
George
himself.
Look at
Gomez.
this. How cool is this?
Super cool.
I mean, Ralph is. He's Ralph.
It's That's Ralph. What can you say?
That's it.
Right.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it, man.
And this is so great because, like, I know the chat can't see around us, but we are set in the middle of the office. People are here working, and we're just doing our thing.
Yeah, and there's what, like probably 50 games behind us,
Yeah.
people playing. It's awesome. So there's a row of games there and a row of games there. But yeah, this is the main, like, I'd call this like a bullpen area. And then, like, if you go over that way, there's like a stairway up, and I think that's where like Seth and Gary and more of the executive offices.
Right.
Although that's not, I don't know, it's not a stuffy place, but they do have offices.
But they
up
do
there.
have the Kongs in 3 different spots here. So that
Yep.
the back room, there's 2 here in the main hall, and then there's 2 in the game room over there. So there's plenty of chances for all of us to play it.
He said, did they mention if the Kong can be turned off? I'm sure it can. I mean, most of you can on most games. You can turn mechs off, so I can't imagine that.
Right.
They didn't say that, but I got to think that you can shut it off if you
Right,
need
right.
to. Oh, my wife is here, Kim, and she said, "So when should I be expecting Kong to be delivered?"
Did you get one? Did you order one? Can we say, is that a surprise?
What?
Did you order a
Son of a bitch. I love you, honey, and I'm gonna take the chat off the screen right now.
You're going to get it. You're getting it, right? T2's gone.
Come hell or high water, somehow I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Yes.
to.
I think T2 is gone.
If you love pinball, you have to get this game.
It's too good. I can't tell George hi because he's gone. Hey, Captain Retro. Do you guys know Captain Retro?
I'm not sure. I've seen that logo before because it's like the Castlevania
Yeah,
thing.
Captain Retro is a cool dude. He does a lot. So he buys a lot of like old games and refurbish them and resells them. He's a
Nice.
big. I feel like he's a big.
Where is he located?
He's out of Atlanta. So he's
Oh,
out of
very
Georgia.
good.
Yeah,
Hot Atlanta.
Yeah, he's
I
out
used
of
to
Hot
live
Atlanta.
there.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
How many Kongs are on site? 6. They have 6.
Yeah, they don't have the LE carry, and I don't remember why he said it. It was
I
something
do.
with art.
Yeah, they're tweaking something.
No, but
Well-
was it something that I want to say, didn't he say like the one we have has the art that isn't the final art, so we didn't want to, like, it's small, it's not a, it's a
Oh, yeah.
small detail.
Yeah, it's a small tweak.
But he knew that we would film the crap
But
out
you
of it,
know-
and then it would be out there in the world.
The interesting thing, we just saw them running the LEs, and not one has shipped yet because Keith has to sign off.
That's right.
But he's too busy hanging out with us right now.
Yeah.
I know, he did say that.
We were finishing our tour, and Keith was walking over there to start signing off on some LEs.
Yeah, no, when I talked to him over there, I was like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, I'm signing off on, I need to sign off on these. And I go, oh, like this is the first one? And I thought he was kidding. He's like, no, like I literally need to be in here because this is the first ones that are going out.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
So that was pretty cool to see. All right, Kim just went to look in the driveway. Yeah, she probably did. She's like,
Poor Kim.
Yes, Erica is in the background.
Where's Erica?
There's Erica.
There's Erica. Come here.
Yeah, she can come over. Come on, Erica's here. Erica's pinball journey is here. She's fully recovered. She has no boot on.
Somebody in the
She's good to
chat
go.
was asking about you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, she's great. She's back from a long cruise, which we need to hear about. We haven't heard about that yet, but
17-dayer.
I know, 17-day cruise.
was it 17
Wow.
days? Oh wow, that's pretty awesome, actually.
Wow.
My parents were already going, so they were like, hey, you got laid off? You want to come with us? So, yeah.
And Erica brought her dad,
Yeah.
and we found out her dad is a mechanical engineer, so he's probably loving. Does he love that? Did he love it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
been geeking, right? He's been
Yeah,
geeking.
he was asking questions.
He was the
Yeah.
first on
Yeah.
the tour. He was standing next to our tour guide asking lots of questions. So
He was talking to Kyle. I saw him talking to him for a hot minute. Just got open.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool that she got to bring. So Erica got to bring her dad, which is awesome. Combo Chuck says hi, Erica. And then, Co at the quarter drop says hi, too. Wait, Jamie, this isn't you. Who's Jamie? Oh,
that's Jamie P.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're live, yeah.
I thought this was like being recorded for later.
No,
No,
we're just
you
saying-
are live.
We're just doing it. We're just saying doing
Yep.
it live. That's it.
Wow. I just did 360 around here, so I got some.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Can't wait
Nice.
to see
Cool.
it.
Erica.
Yeah, Erica's got this crazy camera that can like go 360, and you can. I don't even know how it works. Like I don't know how it sees all around you, but it does. It's pretty wild. And like the stick gets invisible, right, when you hold it.
The stick is invisible, and you can just like stroll around.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy town. I don't even know.
That's great.
All right, let's see. Is the ball lock virtual on the Pro? Yes.
It is.
Hey, that's Jenga. Hey, Jenga. Hey, Jenga. I mean, oh!
Yeah.
I absolutely love
Jengus, we
Jengus.
love you, man.
I love you so much.
He's so awesome, though. Like,
He's so positive.
you gotta
and
come over, man, when this happens next time. We want you here, dude. It would be awesome. I think the worlds would meet. Don, I don't even think Don and Jengus have ever met. They'd probably just cause an explosion.
Yeah, something would happen.
Yes.
Space time.
Something would happen. I don't know. Some shit would go down. I don't know. Oh my gosh! All right, guys. Well, what else? We're coming up on the hour mark. I think we've covered a lot. Is there anything that we missed?
We've been streaming for an hour?
Almost 45 minutes.
Wow. Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun. You know, that's what they say.
What do you think about some of the how do you have to play the game to make an assessment, don't you think?
Yeah, of course. So what are you saying?
I know where you're going with this. And
I know where you're going.
There's people just like to talk on the internet. And, you know, they love to give their opinions on things they have no idea about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
And
don't
that's
they?
just going to happen. You know, but when people get their hands on this game, they're not
going
gonna,
to
they're not going to worry about
completely
color.
change every opinion.
Yeah,
if you
they're
have a
not-
bad one, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you just hate pinball. Like, there's no way a pinball player
Right.
or an enthusiast would play this game and go, I don't like this game. It's impossible. Like, seriously, right? I really
Seriously.
do think, like, if you like pinball, there's no way you're not going to enjoy this.
Right,
There's
right.
no way. So, all right, we got... What is that?
I don't know.
Someone. Hold on.
Someone
Hold
is
on.
trying to marry
Someone's trying to do a
Erica?
love connection here.
Oh.
Modern Retrocade said no ring on her finger with like a winky.
Uh-oh.
Do we need to talk? Or maybe we can be play love connection on
Yeah.
this. Any initial ideas on mods you like to see from the community? I do a lot of that to my game, so I feel like I could probably
You're definitely going to see a spider mod.
for sure.
Definitely.
Just because it's not a mech you have to worry about.
Right.
It's going to be a sculpt with a piece of spring steel. You're going to see a bunch of cool mods for that.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, but initial ideas on mods, I don't know. It's tough. I need to go. I was having so much fun enjoying playing it that I wasn't like really thinking about that. But I do think people are going to obviously do mod. They'll probably do a whole bunch of different mods for things. But like I can see people doing a more detailed plane because the Pro has the like plastic one. But I don't know. Like there was
Or like a beanie and a gold chain for the gorilla.
for Kong.
You know?
Yeah.
You could do that.
All right, I don't know if this is a serious.
Aaron Winnick Anthony in
Aaron's
the
in-
house.
wait, where is
What's
she?
I
happening?
love Aaron.
Did Aaron said something? Oh, she said.
Hey, Erica.
Oh, Aaron said. Everyone's saying hi to you.
You've taken over
You've
this
taken over.
entire
No one cares
stream.
about
No
us
one.
now. By the way, you also have a potential suitor. So
Hold
we'll
on.
have to-
Hold on. Hold on.
Yes.
Come here. You got to sit.
I'm telling Aaron, I have told them about you because Aaron needs to be here. Why is
Yeah.
Oh
to
yeah,
get in there.
Aaron should be here. So
Take 2 minutes. She needs to take.
all
right, here we go.
So here's Erica. Erica, actually, this is good. Eric. Oh, wait till you hit it. All right, Erica. Hello. Welcome.
Hi.
Can you hear us? Okay.
I can.
Okay. We've talked for 45 minutes about the game. So give us your perspective on it. Like you came into this. You had not played it before. What is your opinion of it so far?
I didn't even watch the trailer. I came in
Oh,
completely blind.
so that's good. You
I
Oh,
didn't
I
want
like
to
that.
watch it. I wanted to like come to the factory and play it for the first time. I just saw the art because I do like some social media for someone that they were like selling the game.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun with it. I like the monkey. Like I love
He's
seeing
cool,
Kong
right?
like bashing on the
Yeah,
glass.
he's
He
cool.
actually bashes on the glass, like you can hear it. He like has a little. Ding, ding. And then I love the ramps. Like I have a hard time making that one to climb or something. Everyone's saying
The Helix one, the one that comes around.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
keep making it, and I'm timing.
But it's fun
that,
when you do,
that
right?
flipper wrong. Yeah, but when
Right.
you do make it, it's
Yeah,
really
it feels
fun.
good.
Yeah, I just like love the ramps on it. I like being able to orbit, like going around both sides. The diverter like kind of gets me right now. Like I think once I play more, like I'll get into it. But I've been having a hard time with like registering if the ball's gonna go down or if it's gonna come hit that flipper.
Do you feel like the river thing weirds you out sometimes?
Yeah, that's
I
the
feel
thing.
like it's draining, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not.
Well,
I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna drain, and then
Right.
and
Well,
then
if you just keep the left flipper up, you do a ski jump
Right.
to your right flipper.
That was one thing I wasn't like, I don't know, you know when you're excited and you're trying to learn something new, I kept on like forgetting when that would go that way. But if it does go down there, you're right, you could just like put that flipper up and sort of like just jump it over to the other one. But
Yeah.
but it does look like it's gonna drain because there's like there's a plastic with design over it. So you almost like lose the ball for a second as it goes
Yep.
through the river.
Yeah.
It goes through the
So-
jungle, and that's how
Yeah.
it should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, it's like
It's
going
hard
through-
to
we
track.
got little Gary,
Yeah.
Yeah.
little Gary's down there. That's a little hidden.
Yeah.
gem.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of Garys all over this game
Yeah.
apparently, but
Yeah, he's like hidden. I saw 3 so far, and so supposedly there might be more. I don't know. They
Yeah.
could
More
put a lot
Garys?
more because it's the licensor, right? They have much more freedom. I thought that was really cool to hear, like the fact that Keith could just kind of do whatever he really
Right.
wanted to.
And this is
Yeah.
the first game they've ever done like that, where there's no license.
the only other one I wanted to ask that question because I think because you remember you were like, hey, did they do everything? I want to say that Big Juicy Melons would go into that category, right? Maybe
well,
that's
yeah,
the
well,
only one.
But they were just manufacturing that game for whiz bang.
So you'd say that wouldn't qualify? This
It
might be the
kind
first
of
one.
Pseudo kind, and you could even some people could even argue Black Knight, but they did
Oh,
have to
that's
license that
true.
from Planetary.
Oh,
who,
that's
who
true,
holds
yeah.
the Williams license.
That's true.
Yeah. So technically, this is the first
I haven't
game
seen it
Yeah.
yet.
that isn't based on. They didn't have to deal with a licensor.
Oh my god.
All right. Yeah. No. There was a potential suitor for you, but I don't know where he went.
Oh
he
my-
he got shy and left. I guess
my
he was in
God.
the chat earlier.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He just So I don't know. We
Yeah.
can we'll take that offline, I guess, and figure out if we can make a connection there or not. I don't know.
Oh man. Yeah, well, the game's been really fun. I've been really enjoying playing.
Good.
And getting to talk to everybody about it. And, I love the colors. I hear that like some people are.
There's some
poo-pooing
drama on the on the artwork.
colors,
Yeah.
But I think like pinball needs color. Like
For sure.
like black and white is still cool too. Like I like those versions of stuff. But I don't know. I'm super digging it. And it is not. They said that this is like a version of Kong that no one has done or seen before, right? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they want. They don't want people to be like, oh, it looks just like the movie or whatever. Like, I really love the Peter Jackson King Kong movie. I don't know why, but Jack Black, he does a great job in it. I don't know.
I have never seen it. I should go watch it.
It's
I
a
haven't seen
fun
it.
one. I like the colors. It's like a blues and grays.
Okay.
Like, It's
Okay.
like a much
So there was a question on here, and I think it was geared toward. Oh, well, you can answer it if you want, Erica. It said, "How do you feel about pop bumpers not being in this game?"
I don't miss them.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, I like pop bumpers, but
Yeah,
I don't
I
even know.
don't-
I don't.
I'm happy with it not being in there because I hate rebuilding pop bumpers.
Yeah, you have a different perspective because
Yeah.
you have to work on this
Yeah.
stuff. All right, someday I'll do a retheme, just not anytime soon. I'm not sure what that was. Someone said, "Is it too busy?" I think that might be in relation to the artwork. I don't know. I'm not.
I don't think it is.
No, I don't either.
I like the style. I don't think it's too busy. And when you're playing it, you don't even notice things being too busy.
Yeah, I'm with you
I'd
on
say
that.
there's a lot going on, but like when you play the game, you're just in it. I don't know. Yeah.
There was another one that said, this I did notice, but it said, did the call-outs and sound effects sound great and on point with your shots? I felt, yeah.
I thought when we were playing it in that room by ourselves, when you could really hear the call-outs,
Yeah.
I was blown
Did
away.
you do the room yet?
Yeah, I did the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just finished the room actually.
Okay, the room I think was good because out here it's not crazy loud, like you still hear it, but in there, to your point, like you really could
Right.
like take it all
Yeah.
in. So yeah, for sure. No, but yeah, Combo Chuck, I felt like the sound effects were on point, and I think there's a lot more they're still adding because it's still early code, but doesn't feel like early. Yeah, I think that's all we got right now for questions. That's it.
Cool.
Well, I'll let you jump
I think
back
we
in.
pulled it off.
Yeah, I think so too. Thanks, Erica, for stopping in. All right, Jamie. So
I thought we were going to make a
you're
match
back?
make there.
Well,
I
he
thought
left. You know, he
the
left.
guy
He
left.
left. He got shy. As soon as he saw you coming on, he's like, "I'm out of here."
Oh my God! I thought we were going to make a.
now she's
Now she's mad at me.
Now she's upset.
That's
at,
okay.
She's upset at you, not me. I didn't do anything.
No, that's on me. That's on me. That's on me. I did that.
Is the premium the way to go? Oh, interesting.
I think it really depends, obviously, on your budget. It depends. Is it going to be in an arcade? Is it at your house?
Yeah.
I think you could do very, very well and going to enjoy that Pro, but the premium and the LE are pretty BA.
Yeah.
Badass for those.
Oh, yeah.
You can
I'm
say
trying
it.
not to swear.
right.
Why? But I'm okay. The light swearing's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. I think it's fantastic.
Right. So, and it's not like the difference between the Black Knight Sword of Rage Premium and Pro. This thing has the exact same
All the shots. Yep.
You're gonna be missing some of the bells and whistles. But either one, whatever one fits in your budget, you're gonna be very happy with.
Agreed.
I think
so
it
too.
also has longevity as well. I don't think you're going to get sick of this game.
No.
Okay, I think you're going to find different paths and different ways to go. And as the code continues to mature, and I think they said they were at like 80%. What did they say the code number was? Do you remember?
Oh,
I
like
don't.
actual like release number?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember
We'll have
what
to
they
check.
said.
So actually funny, the guy did come back and he said, "Wait, she was here? I stepped out to get chips and
Oh no! Wait, you missed,
Well,
you missed
modern,
your
you
chance.
totally
missed your
blew. We were
opportunity.
trying to make a love connection
Yeah.
here.
trying to do it."
If you like pina coladas,
Someone said, "Glad to see no price hike." That's awesome. How
Yeah,
does this-
were you surprised it's a no price hike? Because I would have lost money on that.
I was actually surprised. I thought they'd be going up a little bit, but
I'm glad
no.
they're not. Congratulations,
Yeah.
to Stern, that they can keep the cost down.
And I don't know if when Kyle Spiteri was giving us the tour, and I don't know if he was talking a lot about this because of tariffs. Everybody's talking about tariffs right
Right.
now. But he was talking about how much of this stuff is actually manufactured in the States.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't catch that because I was too busy. You guys are paying more attention. I was filming everything. I did get a lot of good shots.
You
so
were that guy
I was
coming
the
up
guy.
into someone trying to do their job.
You can have Evil Dead or Kong LE. Oh no!
Okay,
Which one
so
do you choose?
I've played both. Well,
Yeah.
not the LE, of course. I played
Yeah.
a premium layout of the Kong, and I like Evil Dead, but you just cannot beat this game, Kong. I would go Kong over Evil Dead.
Okay. I played both Well, I only played 3 games on this, and I played 10 to 20 on Evil Dead. Yeah, I'd probably go Kong.
Yeah. All right, it's up to you.
Oh, all right. Well, guys, thanks for joining the podcast.
You would.
No, you know what? You buy both. You buy both. Hey, your wife's in the chat.
and that's what we did. We bought both at the arcade.
Sure.
we have both.
I do
So
think.
just come to the arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electric Bat Arcade, Tempe, Arizona. We're open from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. every single day of the year, even New Year's, Christmas,
Your
Passover,
wife's
you
here.
name it.
My wife's in the chat.
Yeah.
Corey wants to know why I'm drinking water because I've already had like 8 Diet
Because he
Cokes.
knew
Yeah.
that Janine was in the chat and would know that you need, because didn't she have a partial mandate that you should be drinking a little bit more water?
And she gave me a bunch of electrolytes to drop in here, which I didn't do.
Yeah, he had some
Well,
element.
he's
I
halfway
have some
there.
element.
He's
Yeah,
halfway
we're
there.
trying to get better.
So honestly, to answer your question though, since I have to answer, I feel like I like them both. They're both like, if I think about the newest games that came out, although I didn't play Dune, I'd say those two are like at my top of my list right now. If you had the means, get both, and then I gotta say, if you only could get one, I would say Kong. But
100%.
But I would also say that Evil Dead should be a very close contender. And if you really like horror themed games, then of course that's gonna be probably your deciding factor. All right, let's see. Someone said the upper left flipper area is like an upper playfield, similar to how the danger room was. Nice, you can trap up everything up there.
Yes, and,
Yeah.
and somebody even brought that up. Maybe it was Keith. Where he said somebody, when they were talking in that little arcade room, said something about how like it's almost like a separate playfield.
This one is going over to you, my friend.
Oh, boy.
From Captain Retro, Dune or Kong? Oh yeah.
I can answer this for him because he told me.
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Shut up. Yes, you do. Kong.
It's Kong.
Jamie's mad at me now.
Kong versus Jaws. Kong.
Kong.
Is Kong taking down? Oh, man, everyone is interested in this. Is Kong taking down Godzilla?
Kong is good. You know
He's
what happens
bullish
every
on this.
time. Yeah, you know what this happens every time on the Pinside Top 100.
That's right.
A new game comes
Yeah,
up.
everyone says
The
it's
new game
dethroned.
gets bumped up.
Yeah.
Kong is gonna bump up, and it's not gonna drop.
Oh, so he's bullish on
It's
that.
gonna live there.
He is bullish.
Super bullish. He is like he is
is
doubling
Keith's-
down on that.
This is Keith's greatest game. Come on, I've played them all a lot. This is the one. This is the
All
one
right.
you need to get.
All right,
I love
I
you.
guess I'm with you guys. I'm not coming up with a. I'm not saying quite yet. It's too early, but
No, hold on. I think we missed.
which one was it?
Jamie is too nice, someone said.
Oh no,
All right, did we miss one?
no. I'm
All
sorry.
right, okay. Kong. All right, so someone says Kong or Jaws.
Kong,
Oh my gosh, Jamie is too nice.
Kong.
David's gonna beat your ass, Jamie.
Yep.
I didn't say anything, Carrie.
That's Carrie
I
said
literally
that.
said nothing. I didn't say anything.
He's- You kind of did. So you guys can't see. I could see the eyes. He made the eyes like, Ralph.
Look, this isn't a. We're not doing a Dune live stream. I think
Right.
Dune's a great game, and they're gonna sell a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing a
We're
Kong
getting,
live
we're
stream,
getting one.
and
We're getting one. Yep.
this game shoots amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, all right. So I think it's time we wrap it up because I want to play the game more. We're at the hour mark. I think
Right.
it's time. This was fun. I enjoyed doing this, and the rumor is we might do a podcast too, maybe.
I think.
That's what I'm
Well,
hearing.
we have a decision to make because we could also go play competitive pinball tonight, or we can go do a podcast, or we could do both.
I vote for both.
I vote for both too.
I also vote for Kong.
You have to work tomorrow, don't you? We showed Cale the button, and now that's all he wants to do.
He loves it.
I have other buttons too. Look at this, Cale. We can
What do you have?
we can do this if you want. You can go. You can do
Ooh.
chimes.
Nah, that's weak.
You can do if I say something awkward, you can just go hit the crickets.
Okay.
That's what you should have pressed when they asked me the question. Kong or Dune.
If Jamie says something funny, say something funny, Jamie. Hey, Jamie! So funny.
My wife is here. Once Janine came on, it threw my game off.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
we
I'm
noticed.
just
We
kidding.
noticed.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So should I close it up? Should I close it up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
All right. Let's
Hey,
get the,
Mason, intern, your intern is here.
Oh.
Yeah. By the way, Mason, I did not give you the. Who did give him the intern nickname?
It might
Was
have been me.
Was it? But you're paid. You're a very well
You're
paid.
yeah.
He's a very well paid intern. I'll say that.
He got $50
So-
out of me.
See? Hey,
Yeah,
we're trying
he's
to.
the
I'm
best.
giving you business, buddy. I'm giving you business. Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining. This was so much fun.
Thank you for
we
doing
have
this.
so much more pinball to play.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna play this whole rest of this day. It's just pinball. We're playing the crap out of Kong.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I gotta beat this guy. We're 1-1.
We're 1-1.
Kale just whooped both our asses. So.
Rematch. We have to have a rematch.
All right, we'll do a rematch. All right, guys.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ralph.
All right. Thank you
you.
guys.
Thank
and
you
we'll
for joining
see
us.
We'll see you on the flip side.